Today, we are going to learn all about how to make links accessible in a PDF. Welcome to the Accessibility Guide channel. My name is Sean Jordison. I wanted to start off with a document in Microsoft Word that I have included several links, and one of which spans 2 lines. The first thing I want to do is make sure I save my file out correctly. So I'm going to select the Acrobat tab and then select Create PDF. Now from here, we can jump right into the Tags panel and begin to walk our tags tree. And we already have a link tag followed by our link object reference and then the actual text of the tag. This is a properly formatted link. This structure is very important. A link cannot be a parent tag. It can only be a child tag to its parent p tag or other types of structure elements like a table. Every link needs to have some sort of text, and that's where the span tag comes in. I'm thinking the span tag is specifically in there because we have blue font and it is underlined. And then finally, we have what's called the link object reference. This tells the computer that the link is clickable and that it is in fact a link. Let's go down to our link that has 2 lines in it. And as it stands now, it has 2 link OBJRs. So it has 2 separate object references. I actually want to see what this looks like using JAWS. So I'm going to launch that really. After I launch JAWS, I can do a shortcuts, insert F7.
Links list dialog. Links list.
To pull up a list of links to just review. So I can down arrow through these and listen to them, but what I want to get down to is the list of links on the bottom of my page.
2. 1. World Wide Web Consortium left parent W3C right parent web accessibility initiative with some extra text to make sure that the link goes onto 2 lines. 8 of 11.
So this is actually telling me that the link is properly formatted. Let's close out of JAWS for now.
JAWS the import.
And let's go ahead and run the accessibility checker just to see. Interesting that we have some character encoding, but I'm more interested in the links specifically. Now, what if we wanted to add some links to this document? Let's run through that. The first thing I'm going to do is let's take this phrase, what is digital accessibility? I'm going to right click it and select create link. And we're going to have it open a web page, and we're just going to type in a web page and select enter. Now let's go ahead and run the accessibility checker again. And when we did it this method, it automatically added our object reference and it properly formatted the link. So the only thing we would need to do in this example is give it a different color and possibly underline. And then let's see if that messed anything up. Let's run the accessibility checker. All right, it's looking pretty good. Sometimes there can be trouble when you have links that go onto 2 lines, and the fastest method is to really just delete the link off of both of the lines and come back through and select all of the text at once, right click, select create link, and basically do it from the top. And that will help with maintaining the accessibility of the link. All right, sometimes when you have a link that spans 2 lines, you're going to have 2 different link object references. And really, we only want one of these. So I'm going to delete it out of my tag structure. Then let's run the accessibility checker and see what kind of problems we run into. So it's telling me that I have a tagged annotation failed. And basically what's happening is it's separating the line into 2 separate objects. And really the fastest method to fix this is by deleting the links completely and then re-tagging the entire thing at once. So I'm going to select all of this text, right click it, select create link, and then I'm going to type in the destination and select OK. This now makes it have a single link object reference with all of our text in one spot. It is now more accessible. Some other things that you may consider applying for the accessibility of your hyperlinks are things like alternate text. So if I take the same link where we have the W3C Web Accessibility Initiative, I'm going to right click my link tag, select properties, and we can actually add some alternate text in here. I'm going to say this is W3C Web Accessibility Initiative and select close. This provides additional context to the link, and it is a requirement for some of our other accessibility standards. So make sure that you're adding alternate text to all of your links. You can also add things like opens in a web browser or something like that. Now you may find that there are still some issues with your links. The purpose of this video was to just give you an overview of what a link is supposed to look like within a PDF. There are some advanced techniques using the find functionality or the create tag functionality within Adobe Acrobat. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I can be your personal accessibility expert. If you're finding that you would rather not do all of this work to make your documents accessible, it is a service that I offer. Please check out the link in the description of this video to find out more information. And if you'd like for me to make a video on something else, please put a comment on this video of what type of content you would like to see.